are you doing? Kirsten Liebelt here. So today I wanted to do 5 natural ways to deal with acid reflux. How does that sound? I posted earlier this week something about the fact that licorice helps with acid reflux. And I had a lot of people respond to that information, wanting to know, like, how to deal with that. And I thought, you know what, that's interesting. It tells me that people are really looking for some answers when it comes to this. And, I don't know if you're like me, but I had a parent who had like chronic disease. My dad was type 2 diabetic. He had all of these issues. And when you're growing up like that, sometimes you come to just think that things are very normal. And my mother also was like, she would buy the large things of Tums from Costco. Does that sound familiar? And she ate Tums like they were going out of style because acid reflux was normal. And it's like, wow, that's not true. Like, it shouldn't be normal. You can actually end up with esophageal cancer. You can end up with all sorts of issues. And so the first thing that I wanted to start with was a few things. Of course, I reference Maria Emmerich, you guys. Like, that's what I do because she has such good information. So I pulled up an article on her website, and she's talking about the negative effects of acid blockers, but then she's also talking about how to bring in some steps to help you naturally work with acid reflux. Okay, so basically what she's saying is that antacids, if you're somebody who's taking antacids all the time, they actually cause chronic inflammation, leaky gut, food allergies, anemia, inflammatory bowel, and restless leg. She says that your stomach is a very acidic environment with a pH of 2 or less. Stomach acid is essential. Like, you need your stomach acid. You don't want to block it. You need it to absorb vitamin B12 and minerals that allow you to release hormones from the pancreas. So what do I talk about all the time? My dad died of type 2 diabetes when he was 63 years old. So therefore, you need your insulin. You need your pancreas to be releasing your insulin, to be dealing with your sugars, right? But if you're taking acid blockers, and it's decreasing your B12, then you're not letting your pancreas do its job. So interesting that my dad did that all the time, and he was type 2 diabetic. When you don't have stomach acid to break down food, undigested proteins sit like a rock in your intestines. And this inflammation begins a detrimental snowball effect. When you start to have holes in your intestines, food starts to leak into your bloodstream, leading to leaky gut. I know a lot of people talk to me about leaky gut. That's very interesting. All right, steps to heal. These are Maria Emmerich's recommendations because she's the expert. I'm not, but I can bring you her information. Number 1, she says, drink small amounts of room temperature water while eating. Drinking large amounts of cold beverages actually dilutes your digestive enzymes. Aren't we known, like, for cold drinks, as much ice as we can get oftentimes? Number 2, skip the coffee, carbonated beverages, alcohol, and aspirin until your intestines are healed. That's very interesting because my mom, who has dementia, she's 93, we've had her on an aspirin for a very long time. Isn't that what we're supposed to do, right? Baby aspirin a day, baby aspirin a day. Well, it can actually create ulcers. So you're trying to fix one thing and maybe you're creating something else, right? Like, that's a reality. Okay, the third thing, decrease foods that cause the problems, such as food chemicals, vegetable oils. They're so bad, you guys. Ditch the vegetable oils. Sugar. Well, I talk about that all the time, so that's normal. And starch. It could also be a food allergy sensitivity. In this case, eliminating gluten also might help. Okay. Then eat foods that heal the intestines. Am I on number 4? I think I'm on number 4. Eat foods that heal the intestines. Coconut oil, bone broth, and any healthified recipe that has no sugar. So what she means by that is she's talking about her own recipes, right? Because that's what she does. She takes a recipe of food that you already love, and then she healthifies it. And that's how, like I have all of her cookbooks. Those are what I use to resource my clients when I'm walking with my customers. Like that's what I do so that I can help you guys. And then I practice them and I put videos out on them, because you can love the food that you're eating. You can love it all. You don't have to hate your life. You just change out the ingredients, you change out your pantry, and you turn around, you're like, wow, I just cook differently, I think differently, but I sure love the food I'm eating. I mean, doesn't everybody want that? Anyway, all right, and then the last one, number 5, is there are some supplements that can help. Now, I remember my daughter last summer, she was pregnant and she had gallbladder issues, and so she started taking one of the recommendations, which is a digestive enzyme. Because remember back when she was saying that when you are taking acid blockers, you're taking away the digestive enzymes. Oh no, when you are drinking cold water and when you're eating iced cold beverages, you're messing up with the digestive enzymes that are in your stomach to deal with your food, because your stomach is actually acidic and you want it to be. So you don't want to block the acid. You just have to change a few things. So digestive enzymes helped her go from a gallbladder attack a half an hour after she ate to 2 hours after she ate. That is stunning. That tells you that adding that back in for her in her digestive process was a huge winner, right? And then the other thing that she talks about is a good probiotic. But as you know, not all probiotics are going to be the same, right? So the one that I take, it has a stick to the gut technology that you want it to stick to the wall of your stomach to do its job, and you also want it to arrive alive. You do not want dead probiotics. Like, what's the point? And mine also has a prebiotic, so it sets the stage and then it does the job and it sticks to your gut so that it really holds on. Anyway, I hope those helped you. If you want connection to the supplements, the 2 that I'm using, you can definitely reach out. But for you, digestive enzyme, a good probiotic, and then those natural ways to heal your gut. Man, you guys were not supposed to live with acid reflux. Like, I live a keto lifestyle. I never have acid reflux. I don't even know what that is, because I'm just not eating the inflammatory foods. But for people who are, you can transition and you can get help while you're transitioning, just like my daughter did with her gallstones, right? So anyway, always ask me questions. Always reach out into my DMs if you need anything, if you have questions on the supplements that I'm using, and I'd be more than happy to walk you through that process and get you results. So if I can do it, trust me, I'm Italian. Everybody can do this. I just want you to know that. All right, have a super, super blessed day, and I will talk to you very soon.